Total the number of holidays between dates. We're going to use some product. We're going to use weekday. Is it foreign to you? I'll explain it. Total the number of holidays between dates. And we're going to use the weekday function. So let me just show you how this is going to work. Here we're going to use some product. We're going to also throw in the weekday function. Why? Well, because it returns the day of the week as a number, 1 to 7. And what we're going to do is we're going to set this up. We want to count between dates. We have over to the left here, we have holidays in the holiday type. Here are the dates, 2029. How did I create this? Well, I just built a different spreadsheet, copied it over as to these dates. If you want, I think I have that in another, probably in the workday tutorial, which will be down the road here. Back on topic, we're going to use the sum product as we've been using repeatedly, but here's a little bit of a twist. That is, we're using sum product and we're going, well, we have the holidays. That's common sense. That's greater than F4. All right, so we have this defined. We have a start date and an end date, and I think this is under F9. Nope, this is fixed. What we're looking for is between February and July. Well, how do we get between? You see this little asterisk sign? These are and. They indicate and. Why? That's just the way Excel defines this. If it was a plus, it would indicate or. Now you're saying, well, that's multiply. Well, that's just the way it's set up. If you want to read how it works, this formula contains two expressions in a single list within the sum product function. The first expression tests each holiday date to determine whether or not it is greater than or equal to the start date, which would be February 4th. This returns a list of true-false values as follows. The second expression tests each holiday date to determine whether or not it is less than or equal to the date in F6. Going to do the exact same thing. The multiplication of these two lists forces the true-false values to become ones and zeros, resulting in the following list: 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 7, 1, 1, 1, 7. Less than 6. After multiplication, we are left with a single list as follows. Sum product 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Sum product returns 4 after summing the items in the list. There's where there's where the product comes into play. The product is we're multiplying 0 times 1. Or 0 times 1. 0 times, etc., etc., etc. Less than 6. Holidays to count only weekday holidays. We're not going to get into this. Let's look at the anatomy here. Sum product, we have the array we've talked about before, multiplies the array and sums the resultant array. Here's your multiplication and here's your sum. Weekday returns the day of the week as a number. We're looking at Monday. I've cheated here. I just included Monday in the format. Monday will be a number 1. Sunday will be a 0. That's just the way it's set up. You could change this, but we're not going to get into that in this tutorial. We're going to look at this and determine if this Monday, June 1st fits in here. Well, June 1st is before. No, June 1st would not be a holiday, would not be counted. January 15th, no. February 19th, yes, that'll be a 1. Sunday, April 1st, that'll be a 1. May, 1. Tuesday, 1. July 4th, 1. September, 0. 0, 0, 0, 0. So here we look, and we're going to test this twice. Why? Well, we want to see all the information. We want all the information after, before, and then we want all the information before 7-9. Here we have this, and here's where it says the multiplication. It says and. So we're going to ask the array. There's the array. Then we have the U.S. holiday. U.S. holiday is less than F5. So we go, and here, what you have to do is highlight and hit F9. And there you're going to get the true, 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 false, 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 false. That would be right here. It would be February. So go true, 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 true. That's going to look for all the information after. So let's go here. 5, 4, F9. And you're going to see false, false, true, 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 true. And we're going to go over here and do the exact same thing. F9. And let's go true, 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 false, 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 false. Weekday is going to go serial number, F9, 4, 7, all these dates. Then it's going to ask for this return type. And it says return type represents day of a week mapping scheme. Default is 1, and it shows 2. So if we string this out, be sure to check out our extensive courses, which include Excel data and text manipulation for advanced users, beginners, intermediate. We also have this great essentials, the A to Z for advanced users, the comprehensive beginner level 1 and 2. Then we have our advanced formulas, strictly formulas, great set of courses, which we have a beginner level 1 and beginner level 2, this intermediate level, and we have this advanced level. Click on any of the links. There's a short video that explains everything about the course. Check it out. I paused this so I could create this for you. If we take this entire string of information, we have false, true, true. So we'd multiply false times true. That'd be 0. Then we go false times true, and then we'd get 0. And then we do this repeatedly. And then ultimately, sum is going to add those numbers up. And what it does is it takes all that data, and if we look at this array, we get this 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. That's the internal, that's the anatomy of when you start putting all of this stuff together. So the thinking, you have to think a little bit in terms of how Excel works. You have to think, how would I structure this so I can count? Well, the weekday is going to produce the numbers. Then you have to put your criteria. So it's going to count the holidays. You're going to look at the holidays, and you have to determine the trues and the falses. That's where the sum product comes in and will differentiate the days through the trues and the falses. Reread this information, continue to practice, work on this structure here, and try to get understanding of the ors and the ands. So if you were to put a plus here, see what happens. Take this apart and just put equals weekday US holidays. That's a function within itself, just to see what happens. Tear this thing apart so you can get a feel for what Excel's trying to do, and then put the pieces together, see if you can come up with the same answer. And if not, just keep practicing. This, what this is all about, is just hard work. It can sometimes frustrate the heck out of you. You know, keep practicing, and don't let it intimidate you. Brad Williams, Excel Primed.